Oh, righty, right. I don't know why that went to my computer screen, but it did. So you saw my little bit of the computer screen. It looked a little, sunny on the computer screen. I don't know that it's sunny around the world. I've seen around the world that there is snow in Bourbon Street. You're ice skating and playing ice hockey down by the French Market in New Orleans. You're having snow in Pensacola. You're having the whole Atlanta airport basically just shutting down. But here on POS Uncensored, we're going to bring the heat, and we're going to make sure that you have one of the best shows we've ever had. And I'm going to start out by bringing my co-host up here, Mr. Matt Proctor. Matt, it's been negative, minus 15, 20 wind chills here in Indiana, but we're bringing some heat today with our first-time guest. It's going to be a good day, right?
It's going to be a great day, brothers. Yeah, and it's hot today. It's like, I think we're up to 17. Whew. Getting warmy, warmy. I don't know what word that is. But, yeah, we're getting a little bit of snow, but it's much better than the -2 it was a few days ago. So we're getting back.
There you go. You just this past Saturday went to an Avalanche game with a good part of our PayProTec team in Denver, and had some -degree weather there. Watching the Avalanche wear, I'm wearing my T-shirt that I bought just for as I've become an Avs fan. I've been to 2 games now, so I'm a loyal fan now. And but now let's take a little thought of moving to a little further south. And I think maybe has Houston got a little bit of snow? I don't know. Maybe I haven't actually seen there on the radar. But Matt, can you tell us? I'm going to bring them up on screen. Can you introduce our guest today as we talk Kwick POS?
Oh, gosh. Yes. Thank you, Nate. I'm so excited. Thank you for everyone that's joining us live and everyone's watching it later. This is our first ever episode where we have our fun guests and friends from one of our best point of sale providers, our #1 selling point of sale provider, Kwick POS down in Houston, where you guys are probably at whopping 30, 40 degrees right now, which is freezing for you, but at least, it's a little warmer than way up here in Indy. And yes, I'm excited, Nate, to have Ming Yi and Rain Lee on today from Kwick POS. Ming and Tom and I have been close now for several years, I think over 4 years now, and really develop this relationship into how we can help you partners out there and everyone with getting into this phenomenal software we're going to talk about today. And Ming does that with her right hand. She needs that right hand, and that's Rain Lee right there next to her. To be able to help her with our partners. And for some of you out there that are watching, you already know Rain. You already talk to her all the time. Rain and Ming are very hands-on with all of our agents. And so thank you so much, ladies, for joining today. We're excited to have you on and talk about what the future looks like in 2025 for Kwick POS. And I know we have some fun events that we're going to be doing this year. So keep an eye out for that, guys, because I travel the country, and wherever I go in the country, I make sure that Ming is there, and Rain is there, and their team. So we're together all over the country at the 2025 for event. So thank you, ladies, for joining.
I am
Thank you
so
so much.
excited. Thank you. So I'm going to start out first and ask Ming to kind of talk a little bit about the history of Kwick and how Kwick kind of got started. And I will say we're going to put this into the online vote. If you ever get to go to a booth or have dinner with Ming, it's a great conversation. I had the blessings a couple years ago in Chicago to hear Tom and Ming talk. But Ming, can you give us a little bit of the history of how Kwick POS got started?
Definitely. First of all, I really want to thank you, Nat and Matt, give us this opportunity. And this is like my first time go to the stream. Kind of very excited. Thank you again. Yeah, like you said, everybody, my lots of people already knew me, but still, I want to introduce a little bit about myself and my company history. So I was a co-founder of the Kwick POS. Like you said, Tom is both of us. We working in the Silicon Valley about like 30 years ago, and then our friend who running a restaurant in Texas about 20 years ago asked us if we can design, dedicate like a POS for them. Like they want like very quick, simple, and easy to use. That's how we started POS system for them about 20 years ago. So meanwhile, we kind of, help to grow the restaurant business. And then, about 15 years ago, I decided to change my career to manage one of the restaurants. So that's why we moved to Texas. So I do manage the restaurant about like 10 years. And then during the time, I see, why don't we like, put like, a commercial, like a POS system to help more restaurant owner like us to reach their potential. That's how we establish Quick POS. And then we name the Quick POS because our original started just like a quick. So that's how we started. And then for the last like 5 years, we, working as like a B2B business. So that's why we're working all the partner like you guys. So grow our business. Right now, our customer like across the United States, more than about like 4,000. So that's how we were started Quick POS. Our goal is we will kind of like build like a fully customizable like all-in-one solution. We helping business like helping increase their more sales, how to manage like a customer relationship, manage their internally like employees, and then eventually like, grow their own business, like open like a multi-location. That is our purpose. That's how we start a Quick POS. So we hopefully we can have more solution for you and helping more customers.
Perfect. Now, that's what I love, Ming, is that we work with a lot of POS systems. Very few are being built by the same people that are also managing the restaurants or managing the retail. And you guys have got a unique perspective to be able to do that. You're not so many of the POS systems that are out there were just built so they can go and be sold to the restaurant. This was actually built to be able to serve the restaurant and serve the companies that it's working. And I like that a lot. Rain, I'm going to ask you a similar question. Kind of, how did you get? How long have you been involved with Kwick, and tell like a little bit of story of how you got involved at Kwick and what your experience has been and what your current role is.
Okay, hi everyone. So my name is Rain, and I've been with Quake for almost 3 years. Next week, actually, it will be 3 years next week, and I'm in charge of the marketing department. And so my role, like when Quick was a smaller team, I was heavily involved in like agent support, customer success management, and as we've grown and we now have a bigger team, we have like dedicated customer onboarding demo team and so on, and I've been able to step back a little bit and focus on the bigger picture, to develop more on like marketing strategy, building like a bigger relationship, working with like industry partners, and overseeing like the campaigns and material that support our sales team, our partners. But my day to day still involve collaborating with our internal teams to ensure that our strategy and messaging align. Yeah, that's pretty much our my day to day.
That's perfect. And I mean, I think a lot of you have been at some of the trade shows, whether it's some of the acquiring regional shows or ETA or national restaurant or even retail. They are very prominent at the shows. You've met a lot of the team from Kwick.
Mhm.
And Matt, I'm going to have you ask the next question, but I'm going to start with a question for you, and then I'll let you choose which question to ask Ming and Rain next. But Matt, tell me a little bit
Okay.
about how you first got connected to Kwick and when we were first introduced in the POS Pros and PayProTec world to Kwick.
Oh gosh, yeah, this was probably 4.5, 5 years ago now. When I first had a chance to meet Ming and Rain, it was all virtual at first. I was very intrigued by the software, especially the fact, like Ming said, they have a background in software development, then they have a background in restaurants. I mean, who better to build a full service point of sale system than someone that has the background in that area, and she knows the restaurant industry extremely well, which is also my background. So that got me excited because she knows exactly what's needed instead of just a programmer sitting in some room that's like, oh, yeah, I can make that happen. That's never been in that environment. So I was excited from day one. And then as we went through the various features, and I realized right away it was checking boxes that we didn't have with some of our partnerships that were already in place. Some had been in place for years. Next thing you know, here's this Kwick POS spelled with a K. This is fun, energetic, husband-wife team, and they just keep developing all these new features. So I was like, absolutely, let's work on a partnership. And it definitely, it always takes a while. And we started beta testing some merchants, getting them up and running, and everything went perfectly for these merchants. And I want to speak to kind of what Rain said, Nate, the amount that they've grown over the last 4 or 5 years, because I've seen all this personally. I've been to their office. Obviously, I travel with them all the time. How they've expanded and grown, and Rain wears like 8 hats in that office. I know now it's marketing, but it's agent support. It's servicing our merchants as well. So it's a little bit of everything, and they just keep expanding and growing and hiring and hiring. They're going to grow out of this larger space that they just moved in last year probably within another year. And this is a large space that they moved into in Houston. That's how rapidly this software is expanding as we help our merchants grow. Because, guys, this is different than a regular restaurant software. We're talking marketing capabilities, we're talking texting capabilities, Yelp, stuff that is not available in other point of sale softwares. This is how we compete with Toast and SpotUp. So, sorry, little plug there for Kwick, Nate. I
Yep.
apologize. I'm ready for questions now.
Well, I'm gonna do this. This is kind of a mixture of questions. I sent them some questions, and they're quickly find out that I'm going to just ask the questions I want to because it'll come to the top of my head. But Ming and Rain, I'm going to ask you this: in the last 2 years, you have grown rapidly. Coming out of COVID, you guys obviously it was a very unique and crazy time for restaurants specifically, but all POS systems, and you guys did a great job trying to figure out how to navigate through that. But what is one or two of the newest features in the last 2 years that is things that you think has the biggest impact? And if you think it's I'll let Rain go first and then Ming, and choose your favorite feature. And if Rain chooses your feature, Ming, you can choose your second favorite feature. But what is something that is one of the most exciting things that you've been able to roll out into the software?
Um, that's a trick question. We do have a lot of very like reaching like features, and I would say I would love the fact that we actually rolled out like the advanced loyalty program lately, which already passed beta, and it's been a big like improvement on like the basic that loyalty program that we had before. So the advanced loyalty program allow the customer to earn the points and basically just scan the QR code at the bottom of the receipt to claim their points, and they could redeem it. They could multiply it, and they could apply for like birthday rewards and all that, which we cannot do it in the last like the older version for the loyalty. So which is I feel like loyalty program, it's getting more and more important because like merchant nowadays, they want to keep like return customer. They want to get more customer coming back, and to get more business. So that's the most direct way, I would say, and very exciting.
I love that, and I mean certainly, as we look and gauge ourselves against the competitors in our markets. I was just listening. I think it was the third quarter earnings last year. It's not just or last year, but it was like probably 3 or 4 months ago for Toast, and they were talking their top 5 things. And what was their top 5 reasons people are buying Toast? It was loyalty. And for our partners, this means you have a system that's built from the ground up, a loyalty program that also has a marketing program, and I think that's really exciting. Ming, I'll ask the same question. What's one of the features that you think that's rolled out recently in the last 2 years that's really important for restaurants?
Yes, like I said, we have lots of them, right?
Yep.
After the COVID, definitely like online order really in helping the restaurant uh, for the COVID, contactless. That's actually everywhere popular. So I'm very like exciting with like a third party integration. Right now, when you go to the restaurant, almost every restaurant they have all like Uber Eats, DoorDash, Grab, Hub, all those kind of stuff. So we actually have a call, platform integration. So it avoid like a manually keying. That's one really save their kind of labor costs and then efficiency. That's a very good one. We roll out. It's pretty successful. If you just say one of them, this is kind of one of them. We have a lot of others like handle hold kind of stuff, which we can talk more later.
Yep. So, Matt, I'll kind of throw that question also to you. What's something that you've seen roll? We've talked about loyalty, the ability, obviously, to have they're one of our few, if not our only, that's direct integrations to a lot of those third-party deliveries. Is there a feature that is selling that our partners are selling on that is unique that's come around recently? Is there something that you're hearing from our partners when they're out there selling Kwick?
Absolutely. And actually there are two, if I can highlight two, Nate, over the last, I'd say 12 to 18 months that have skyrocketed our Kwick sales. The first is they were able to write to Magtech and the Magenta readers. So now instead of just using the A920 where we're competing with Toast and other point of sale systems, and they have that small little screen and it's a different interface, now we can use iPad minis with a protective case and a credit card reader with the same interface. That has been a game changer, especially for our large locations that need 3 or 4 full POS systems, and then they have 7 handhelds, okay, which we do a lot of those large venues. Then the second is all of the Clovers that we replace, as well as franchise opportunities. They need the ability to sign and tip on screen. And so I know we just signed another location of a franchise that I've been working on with Kwick, and they just keep growing throughout the country where it's all quick service, but they want that big interactive screen. They want the big screen for the customer. It looks better than Clover. They're not flipping it around all the time, where they can sign and tip right there on screen. And we do a lot of those locations. So those have been our game changers for QSR and for full service restaurants that have us competing better, because now we got a bigger order and pay at the table than even Toast. So those two are huge.
I mean,
on top of what the ladies.
Yep. So, let's talk about this specifically. I'll open this up to whoever wants to go first. This is always the dangerous part when I bring all of us on the screen. So, who wants to talk first? As we look forward a little bit, and we'll talk about more of the specific use cases of Kwick. But what are some of the things that are maybe being worked on that as we look is coming to Kwick in the months, if not years to come, as we look, a couple months and even out couple years that POS is going to be part of? Are there tools, features, things that you're looking forward to that are being developed right now that's something we can look forward to? I'm never going to hold a POS company to give us a date. I know how these things work. But what is something new that you're looking forward to that our partners can be asking Matt Proctor and the POS Pros team regularly? When is this ready? When is this ready?
Definitely, yes. Actually, I'm going to like start very exciting to share. So, right now we are not only like a POS restaurant. Like our goal, like this year, we are going to make our salon POS system in price by like first quarter. Right now, we just like salon. They waiting for there's 3 like major features. Like for example, is commission sharing, which we already had. So they can have like a base on the commission percentage, tip percentage, and that's easy. That one will save those owners like hours to recording those, who have those commissions, who have those like tips, which we already in place. The second one is kind of called seat rotation. You come first serve this one and that one. So all those like server have a rotation, serve the customer, not only just for the person, and actually based on the sales amount. Those two components is already in place for the salon POS. We're just waiting for our first quarter, which called scheduling and the reservation. Well, we will be done on the first quarter. And then others, like e-gift card solutions or gift card solutions, and then like a waiting list and the marketing tool, all those already in place. So we're just waiting for the last components release salon POS system. And then another one is called retail POS. We're just waiting for the inventory. We have a basic inventory already, but our goal is in our second quarter or third quarter, we will roll out our inventory. So that will make our retail POS is very easy, to install, and we will support like called the EBT barcode, and then like receiving all those like pretty complicated inventory control, and then including some of the coupon like buy one get one free or buy one get half off, all those kind of stuff. That is for POS wide. For the restaurant POS, right now actually we're working which called tax management, called Devo integration, will be available very soon. And then we were going to working on the QuickBook, like a payroll integration. So that is actually, we already kind of going to develop in our first and the second quarter. Other features, we are going to have our station, because we PAX, it's kind of out of the a lot like PAX 3 is out of the market, and so we will make more of a portable, like a better all-in-one station, look nicer, lean one, and then we're with MagTech right next to attached with the station. So that's actually make it much look nicer and then simplify. That's actually is our big hardware release this quarter. And then second one for the hardware is we have like a called QuickBook, like for food truck or like those like a firewalk standard, like it's quick service. So it's very easy to like we call like a Mint. But that is like all-in-one solution. Like they take an order, they have a printer, they have a payment all together, which we are going to release soon. We already in the test. So that's actually kind of two big hardware we're going to release in this quarter.
I think that's awesome. And I'm going to ask Matt Proctor,
lots
which
of
one do you
exciting
think is
things.
going to be the most exciting for our partners? I mean, all of them are going to be all used. Which one are you thinking you're going to hear the most after this call and this video that people are going to say, man, I can't wait. Tell me as soon as that's ready. What do you think it's going to be, Matt?
Well, I'll tell you what our partners are excited about, and then what I'm excited about. How about that?
Perfect. That's perfect.
Because, yeah, I think on the restaurant side, this Mint unit that we've already been working on with a very large firework opportunity, and with various food trucks, and Ming and Rain and I've met several times about it. This all-in-one hardware solution, I think, is a game changer. It's been a challenge in the past for food trucks, and these fireworks stands are a very unique situation. So I think from our partner standpoint, that's what they're going to be the most excited about. I'm actually the most excited about the non-restaurant side, because I already know that Kwick dominates on the restaurant side. We're going to keep having them dominate. But the fact that they've been working so hard for this last year on getting the salon piece put together with that detailed scheduling, we've had salon partners in the past, and unfortunately the support hasn't always been what we want it to be, where I know the support is much, much better with Kwick, and I know we can get someone involved right away, if there's any issues. So having a great support with the salon is exciting. And then Ming mentioned on the retail side, we're going to go there in 2025. We're breaking into that Cracker Barrel market. All right. And that's exciting for me, because that's been a thorn in our side in the past, where they've got a little grocery, but then they sell, empanadas or whatever on the side. They need a kitchen printer, all this. We need one system that all works together. So our agents are going to love this new hardware. And then I'm excited for the non-restaurant side of really expanding Kwick. So very exciting stuff, Nate.
Now I'm going to switch it up just a little bit. Doreen, I'm going to ask you this. What is, as you've been working, and this is a sales and marketing question, working with sales partners, whether it's PayProTec or some of our competitors out in the market, what's the features you hear from them that are the biggest tipping point sellers that tip those merchants into saying yes? The things are, man, as soon as you said you had this is what I think. What are those top couple features that you hear that actually make people turn from just listening to a presentation to signing and installing Kwick POS?
Well, that will be a lot. Like especially like depends on what specific industry they're on. If they're like I've heard a lot from like bar or like brewery, like if we mention about like how we manage our like splitting our tap like open tap like the tab management, and they'll love it. And if it's just like cafe, that mentioned that we have like a kiosk option or like a solution, not only on like the big old kiosk, and also on the iPad as well. That they will be also very excited about loyalty gift card options. And I would say yeah, those are very huge for those specific like industry. And also like pizzeria when they
Yep.
see
Right.
like how we can modifiers and like caller ID features that we could like integrate like the phone system to the POS, which they can like save their time to like they don't have to um, take the notes for the caller that calls in. They can just see right in on the POS system. Yeah.
Matt, what do you
Yeah.
see? And I'm going to let you ask the question. Or I'm going to ask you a question to ask a question. Matt, what do you?
Okay.
It's the meta version. What do you think our partners need to know from Ming and Rain that sets them apart from other POS companies? You obviously we only work directly with the ones we really like, but you are interacting with hundreds of POS systems over the last several years. What sets them apart, and then what would you ask and kind of phrase that as a question so they can kind of brag about themselves, because I know they won't do it naturally, about what sets them apart and makes that a special place. Does that make sense?
So sort of. So you don't want me to say what I know sets them apart.
I'm trying to
With the
make you
sales
ask it in a
agent.
question. That's I didn't tell you I was going to do this. So do your Jeopardy version where you are but reverse. You're asking the question, hoping to give the answer because you already know what the answer is. So it's the reverse
Okay.
Jeopardy. It's not really Jeopardy. Sorry.
Okay.
Sorry.
So
This is
no,
live,
no.
everybody. For
This
those
is
who are
actually a great
watching this,
question.
yeah.
So Ming and Rain, when we are at certain shows together, and some of our partners join us at these shows, which is great. And I'm always walking the floor, and you guys are manning the booth and trying to walk the floor too. When our partners look at that show floor and they look around and they see Spot On and Toast and all this, and they walk up to you and they say, "Well, what is the difference? Why would I sell Kwick POS over just going over and selling Spot On or Order Counter?" Picture the NRA show, the National Restaurant Association, where every big point of sale is there. What would be your response to that? I know what mine would be, but I want to hear from you two. What would you be your selling point over this big competitor?
All right. We'll see who goes first. Who wants to go first on that?
I can go first.
Yep.
Okay.
All right.
That's
Okay, Rain,
that's how we was. We always hear. So I'm too busy. Can you just use in one sentence to tell me why I want to use in yours POS system? Why make you different from others? So I would say we actually call fully customized, cutting edge, all in one POS solution. Okay, what that means is actually the customizable is make us so different from others. From according we were going to like according this is how we started for our POS system because we custom designed for the POS system. So we will according your type of business, customer design, according like a different language, different menu layout, different like POS printer setup, all those we can custom design and the language also. not only for the business, actually like within the restaurant, different state, like different station, we can custom design. Of course, so we actually, this is, if you have like a special customer, they have like a, chain, and then we're working on them, because we are very quick to response. If you have some special um, features, they don't have it, you can, communicate with us, and then we will actually, set up some time. We maybe can help you design for that. So another way is actually we separate us is we is called hybrid, um, local server and cloud server. So we actually have a the server for each restaurant, and then so that will make it no internet, no problems. Always like fully operated. Meanwhile, we do have a cloud, service. All those you can access anywhere, anytime, all the data. So this is kind of hybrid local server and cloud server together. And another one is 20. We provide like a 24/7 human support, and we do have a multi-language support, which right now we have Chinese, English, and Spanish. So that's actually we will, top three make us different from others. Yeah.
That's really good. And that's really important. The language support is something I love. And I've heard so many partners in the last talk about how your support, being able to do that tech support through the app and being able to do that, how much they love being able to do that, and how that's improved so much, how quickly are people to respond, how you're able to communicate. It's really important. Rain, is there anything you would add to that?
Yeah, that's a good point that I wanted to mention about the app as well. That our support, when we're talking about support, not only we of course we support our merchant, make sure that they're happy, and then also we also communicate with our agent as well. So partner support, it's also very important. So the app, it's a really great tool to keep everybody in the same conversation. No like miscommunication. So we have the Telegram app. So everybody, like the agents, the merchants, and our support team, and even like some of our like sales teams, they will all be on and ready to help if there's any issues, like that from a partner standpoint, or like from the merchants, if they have any issues regarding the POS, we are ready to help. And phone call, of course, 24/7, and also like our website also um, will allow the merchant to like reach out to us through like the live chat feature. So we have a lot of channels for them to us as quickly as possible, because we always know that support, customer service, it's really important in this industry.
Perfect.
Absolutely.
Matt, go ahead, Matt. Were you about to talk?
No, I was agreeing with Rain.
Yeah. Yeah.
Absolutely. That's the
Well,
most important thing.
And what I've loved is you guys have continued to improve your support and everything. The hardest thing you do, not the hardest thing, I'm sure the thing we know that we watch is the hardest thing for us to watch as merchant services companies, payments companies, working with the POS companies, is learning how you guys scale. And I've watched from, a little bit afar, but talking to our partners, talking to Matt, all of our team, as you guys have learned to scale, as you grow with us, as we all grow together, and you've created some unique ways to provide that support. And I don't know how many times I've talked to partners that have said, yeah, I couldn't believe that Ming jumped in on the support when they were trying to help with this. And I think that's something, even as they've scaled and grown, it's been something that we keep hearing. You guys are always involved. You're working to problem solve. None of us are perfect, and I'm excited to continue this partnership, to continue to grow, to continue to see the numbers that we produce over the last couple of years double, triple, quadruple, because our partners are going to work very hard to help their merchants. And I didn't say this before. I can't wait. I've been asking for a while because I've known about the salon software, and I can't wait to see what our partners do with that when that finally rolls out to our partnership. What are some of the things. What's the thing that brings you guys the most joy when in the success stories for working with Kwick POS and working with the merchants, specifically mostly restaurants with us at this point? Obviously, we're going to see some of that hybrid and some of those salon opportunities. But what are some things that maybe that, man, you get most excited about and that bring you joy and bring a smile to your face when you those success stories with Kwick POS?
Yes.
Who wants to go?
Matt, we're
Go
going
ahead,
to
Ming.
joy.
Yeah, go ahead, Ming.
Of course, because I working in the restaurant, so it's restaurant actually pretty. Sometimes when you work in the long hours, it's very stressful. So when we have something, either support or some features really kind of help restaurant owner, make their life much little bit easier. We are very happy. One of the story I really want to share is kind of just not long ago, people actually using the toast, they switch over to us. So I asked actually, when they actually, I will always involve, what is good feature you like it, and what is the feature you're looking for. So actually, I pretty close talk to the owner what do they want. So they said that because they want like our call center features, which is she have like several restaurants using the toast, but she want to like take order from home. So and which we can make it. So we can call center features, which is because we have the server in each restaurant. So she at home, she can take an order, she can make the order, and then she can pay it. And then that's actually is a good feature for her. It's important, so we can make it. So I actually feel kind of pretty proud of it. And then the caller ID feature. Whenever they call, you have all those like calls, customers' information, their order history. So it's very easy to you can just replicate it. So lot save the customers time, save the employees time, and the customer experience really good. What I'm order, that you all those notes, and it's easily to recognize it. And then that's two kind of we are very excited. Something the solution I made is really help the people. So that's those two kind of and then our caller ID, the features, no matter you have a 2 line or 3 lines, the phone number always like show on the screen. And we actually dedicated design for some pizza stores in the New York. So they actually pretty happy. Thank you so much. That's kind of really like save our time. So which make us feel pretty happy. We help the people. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's awesome. And I'm going to share my own anecdote of I was on a phone call with, I'll mention one of our partners, Ben. I won't give his last name, I guess. I didn't ask him to that I could tell this, but and he was involved in an installation with Kwick that day. And he had been with several other POS installations recently. And he was like, one comment he said to me, he said, "This is the smoothest installation I've ever had." He's installed lots of POS. And to have something when I've heard more positive comments from our partners, there are obviously things that have gone wrong at times, but I've heard more positive comments about Kwick than I've heard about all of our other POS systems combined. And I think that is something that why we want to make sure as we're going to bring all of our partners, and we believe in all of it. We won't sell a POS we don't believe in, obviously. But why we want to start with Kwick, because also, Matt, I don't know, I'm going to jump into here because just in case I don't want to wait people to go on. We're going to specifically talk about a promotion going on this year with Kwick as we start the year. And Matt, I'll let you set that up, and I don't know if you want to bring Ming and Rain in on that too. But
yes, guys, very, very exciting. And this is something that we had a great meeting about and talked about how can we really roll out strong at the beginning of 2025 and not just do something that was going to go for 30 days, not just do something that was, okay, here we can help, with some hardware versus, okay, let's help with the software. And what Rain and Ming put together was really an all-in-one package. That's a phenomenal deal. And this goes for all of Q1, so all the way till the end of March. And obviously, as we get closer to March, we're going to talk about a lot of March Madness and different fun promotions we have going on. But not only do we have discounted hardware now, anywhere from 20 to 40%, depending on what hardware it is. And I'm even talking kiosks, talking regular bundles, kiosks, across the board, kitchen printers. We have wholesale to below wholesale pricing. And I would like to think that this is something, it's really focused for our office to be able to utilize. But then on top of that, new bundle prices that are dropped drastically that have us competing even better with the Aloha Micros, Digital Dining, Toast, Spot On, you name it. Okay, now the monthly for multiple licenses for our larger locations that need 3 stations and 7 handhelds, we're at a very, very low competitive price for the monthly licensing fee, and that covers the 24/7 support and everything else included, the programming, all that good stuff. So I'm not, I know I'm not throwing out hard numbers. If you guys are like, well, Matt, give me a solid number. What is it exactly? It's not a solid number, guys. I can just tell you that right now, the discount that we have for hardware undercuts even our other softwares. The discount on the monthly will shock you on how low it is right now. And this goes for the next 2.5 months. Okay. So keep that in mind. It's exciting times right now. Reach out to my team. Okay, submit your leads. Go to my PayProTec. Click on that POS lead or that clusterlead.com to submit leads to our office, because we are happy to assist with that. Schedule the demos, help you with paperwork. It's pretty exciting times. And ladies, please feel free to jump in and add to that, because you've added more features. We're talking QR codes, online ordering, text messages, all these included in the bundles, where in the past that was more a la carte. So now guys, you're going in trying to help them grow the business, not just, oh, hey, you can ring up orders and we'll save you some money on credit cards. Now it's, let's save you all that credit card money. And what are we missing? What are we not doing? Would you like to have a QR code here instead of a kiosk? Would you like to have marketing? Would you like to see Yelp reviews? Things like that. Those are included. We've got a QR code bundle that's just phenomenal that we can talk to you guys individually about. So Rain and Ming, I'm sorry if I missed anything, but I know we got some great promotions. I tried to kind of summarize everything there.
Yep.
Yeah, exactly.
Well,
Okay.
and on the
And we're gonna
PayProTec
keep
side,
talking about this, guys.
we're still doing
And Nate,
placements.
actually, I haven't even told Ming and Rain this yet. Sorry, ladies, I just lined this up like an hour ago. But we're going to do a road show in February too. I know I'm going to see you in March in like 6 weeks, but we're also going to feature Kwick again. So sorry, surprise. This whole quarter 1, we're just going to keep talking about you two.
Yep. And at PayProTec, the placement's still coming. We're still 100% ready. So it means your placement opportunities for every $20,000 of confirmable volume goes further, and it makes a bigger
on top
impact
of that discount.
Because suddenly we're giving you a discount. It means $1,500 goes further with that discount. So what you were able to place 6 months ago with Kwick, you may be able to place significantly more or a little and provide more of a discount because of what they're processing and opportunities. This is a great thing, and it's one of the best systems that you can give, and it's a system that is ready to help your restaurants, and they're a company. So there are a few questions I've been seeing in chat, so I'll bring those up here in a couple minutes. The first one I just saw, and we haven't talked specifically other than I talked about how much Ben loved his recent installation process with one of his restaurants, is what does the installation look like? One of the things that we've seen is that a lot of our competitors have invested some in their installation. What does the installation process look like, and how does that work? Is it all customer installed? Do you have third-party installers? How does that process work?
Can I speak on this really fast?
Yes, you can.
Sorry, Ming. Because the way we've handled installations has been phenomenal. So guys, this is a plug and play system. It's already programmed. They do the menu review. They walk through it with the customer. So when it comes, it has everything they already want. And if they are fairly hands-on, or in the case with Ben, where Ben does like to do the installations, then yes, absolutely, they can do their own installation, or you can help and assist with the agent. But if we need to get involved, especially with these larger restaurants, okay, and Ming and I had a large, I think it was a concert-like venue where they needed 8 stations and 17 handhelds, whatever it was. They did live music and everything. We 100% will pay to have an installer to be there, okay? And Roger from the Kwick team has been amazing. Roger actually helped Ben, I think, with that install, Nate. And he's been able to travel throughout the country. They've got a few different people that we could help with. Now, does that mean that we need that person for a single station and kitchen printer? No, guys, we're not gonna do a whole on-site installation if it's not needed. Keep that in mind. If they do, and Ricardo, to piggyback off that, 200,000 a month in volume is normal. That's normal for them. We've had $500,000 to $1 million a month accounts. That's not a problem at all. All right, so keep that in mind. With larger opportunities, we absolutely can pay and have someone on site, John, to answer your question. So, Ming, did I sum that up okay?
Yeah, you actually covered. It's correct. Like Logic just called me. He just finished installation. Is it in the Virginia or somewhere? Like a
For
snow.
other one, that's probably the other one. Yeah,
Yeah,
they
that's
had the couple.
I'm getting ready to send Roger to Kentucky. It's a huge location in Kentucky, and they need help with getting it set up and doing it the right way. And it's a little town, and we need to get this first quick set up because the rest of the town is waiting to see what it looks like. And then we're just going to pick apart London, Kentucky. It's going to be exciting.
We just listened to them. Very happy. They got like all like people got a training, and so they said they can handle. I was like 15 million, something like very high volume of the transactions. Yeah, I just saw the screen. People asking if more than 20. Yes, we definitely handle like more than million, couple $1 million sales monthly, no problem at all. Yeah, that's one I want to mention. Our system was developed on the Linux operating system. That's because we have like a 30 years IT experience. That's why we developed our POS. I think we are the only one developed on the Linux operating system. And then we use called web access, like a browser. All the station, you just open the browser and you can access the POS system. You don't need to download any app. So basically, any of the the hardware, any of the operating system, you can use it as a POS system. Not necessarily have dedicated hardware. Yeah. So no problem at all. We can handle basically unlimited of the volume. Yeah.
Yep. And Ming, I'm glad you brought that up again. She mentioned hybrid earlier, guys. That's very important to know when we talked about comparing against other systems. Being Linux based, okay, for those of you who are familiar in the programming world, Linux and Windows, main two, that gives you that software. And when the internet goes down, you're okay. You can run offline transactions. But then you have full cloud access. So when you're talking to these competitors, and that's all they talk about is, well, we're cloud based, it's so great, blah, blah, blah. They don't do offline the way it's supposed to be done without a traditional software on site. So the hybrid solution, very beneficial for you and your merchants to give them that support. And because it's Linux, it can handle all the volume we want to throw at it. Think of micros and Aloha. Okay? Kwick is right there with them. So sorry, Nate, to interrupt. That's all I know.
No, that's perfect. And the fact is, Kwick is a system that we believe can work from a food truck all the way up to multiple location, large multiple $1 million restaurants. It can do quick service very well. It can do full service. Soon we're going to be talking about salon. It's a very strong system for multiple different opportunities that you may be coming across. And we're going to see more, I've always fallen in love with the kiosk. I don't feel like we sell enough of the kiosk. I see way too many of our competitors' kiosks when I walk into so many of these quick service restaurants. I was just in Denver. I'm in downtown Denver, walking down 16th Street Promenade or the mall there, and I'm a quick service restaurant after quick service restaurant all had kiosks, and they weren't ours, and they weren't Kwicks, and I wasn't happy about that. So I think we have an opportunity there. I'm just saying. There are.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, this is something the reason we bring Ming and Rain on is we want you to see that it's, Matt and I can talk about all the features, but we want you to see that we're working with people that we trust, that we respect, and that we are choosing to do business together, and we're growing together. And so we're excited to see what that's going to look like at the end of 2025 and way beyond when we see that. What questions, Matt, have I missed that you'd want to have Ming and Rain ask? We're already about 40 minutes in, so I don't want to take too much of our time of all of our partners. Want to make sure we emphasize again the promotion, but what have I missed? Anything, Matt?
I think the main thing that I would just like to stress before we leave today, guys, is that once you just do your first deal with Kwick, you'll realize how good the support is. You'll get to talk to Lala or Lauren or one of the many Michelles they have there, and you'll get comfortable as you're talking to them several times over. The reason our partners, some of them like Ben and like Douglas Flores and the Klanowski guys, they're selling so many Kwick POS right now because they talk to Rain. They talk to their own people at Kwick. They feel comfortable with it because they know it so well. Right now I'm working with one of our longtime PPT partners on 58 location pizzeria. And the reason we're doing that with Kwick is because not only do they need caller ID, the online ordering, everything this they need, but I can also have Roger come from his house in Chicago, and we can go and I can go help him, and we can personally install 58 different locations. And Kwick blows Revel out of the water that some reason this pizza chain is using Revel. So I know we can talk all the time about support, but it doesn't matter if in my previous life when I bought Aloha and Easy Dine, if I spend $30,000 to $40,000 on a point of sale system, but the support's horrible, I can't get someone to help me and to answer, or they charge me extra for support, then I might as well throw that 30 grand away. All right, now we're looking at a software and a hardware that is much less expensive with amazing support. So just work with us guys on one, and you'll be shocked and surprised and love it, and you'll just keep cranking out Kwick with our team. So that's what I would say.
All right. And I'm going to ask Ming and Rain both to answer this question. You have, 30 seconds or a minute, the elevator pitch to tell our partners why they should continue selling and why they should start selling Kwick POS. What is, Ming, you mentioned it earlier, but what are the closing words you'd want to say to our sales partners as they've watched and listened to this? Ming and Rain, what are some of the closing things to say, man, let's do business together? What are some of those words you might say? Who wants to go first? I'll let Ming go first.
Okay. So like I was the owner of the business, so we know, we very, very care about the restaurant owners. So that's why we want to care about your business too. So we want to win together. Any of the solution, you always kind of talk to us, and we will respond really quick. All those solutions we'll think about, the backup, how once they down, how can we recover very soon to avoid business loss. All those we actually really customer folks. That's why this is our, so everything what we do, we try to help the customers. So you just take care, you just focus your service business. So all others, you can rely on us.
Love it. And Rain, any other closing words?
Yeah, so like I said, support customer service is huge right now. Understand that you cannot do it by yourself, but you have Kwick team, you have POS Pros team, you have team from PayProTec, like a lot of different all of us will provide all the support that you need, starting from like a pre-sale, if you any demos, if you need materials to for your sales team, we'll provide that, and we'll stand by for all the demos, and ranging from that to customer support if they're frustrated, if they're they have a specific feature they want to to fulfill. We can maybe we can help them out. Maybe we can have a conversation. So support, we will provide very nice support. Everybody, they have our cell phone number, so they can always reach out to us anytime. There's no 24/7, no limit. And I would say also it's a good time to educate the merchant to fully utilize the POS solution. Not only POS is not only for processing the payment, it also can help you to grow your business. All those marketing tools and the tools that help you manage or streamlining your workflow, a lot of different benefits. So yeah, try Kwick POS.
We love it. And use the POS Pros team. You can go to POSlead.com, mypapertech.com, click on the POS Lead link, and start working with our POS Pros. And Matt and his team are ready to connect you with Kwick and help you close more deals. Again, we're all in this together, and none of us make money if we don't have merchants processing dollars on Kwick POS. So let's get that going, and we're excited to see how we grow. And you will certainly see them. I'll go ahead and put a pitch. March 17th, we're hosting a party in Manhattan for St. Patrick's Day, and for those who are going down to NEAA, then we're taking a bus, and it'll be a limited. I'm running the buses this week, so I'll find out how many, but we will have seats for those who want to go down to NEAA, where we're doing our first booth in the last 7 years. We are actually have a booth and a sponsorship, and I know Kwick's going to be there at NEAA, so we will certainly all be together. But we're really looking forward to what is coming in the weeks and months and years to come. Thank you so much, Ming and Rain, for working with us and working with Matt and his team. We are excited about what's coming in 2025 and beyond. Thank you guys very much. We greatly appreciate it.
Thank you so
Likewise.
much.
Thank you, ladies, so much.
All right.
Thank you, Nate.
Bye, everybody. Thank you, everybody. If you ever have questions, reach out to POSsales@paymentshub.com. Work over at My PayProTec, reach your relationship manager. We're here to help, and we will talk to you guys next time on POS Uncensored. We're going to be talking to Alex, the POS Pro, next Thursday at 1:30. So join us live if you want to. If you're watching it afterwards, you know you can. Most of you watch afterwards, but we like to have you live so we can answer your questions. On that, we'll see you next time. Bye, everybody.
Bye, guys.
Bye bye.
Thank you.
All right.